Ethan had never believed in love at first sight until the day he saw Lila standing alone at a quiet train station on a rainy evening, her eyes lost somewhere between hope and heartbreak. And something about her made him sit beside her without saying a word at first. But when he finally spoke, it felt as if they had known each other for years, and that unexpected conversation turned into a routine where they would meet every evening at the same station, sharing stories, dreams, and fears, slowly becoming each other's peace in a chaotic world. And Lila, who had always been afraid of trusting people because of her past, found herself opening up to Ethan in ways she never thought possible, while Ethan, who had spent his life chasing success and ignoring emotions, realized that love was not a distraction, but the very thing that gave life meaning. And as days turned into months, their bond grew stronger, filled with laughter, small arguments, late-night calls, and silent moments that spoke louder than words, until one day Lila stopped coming to the station, and Ethan waited for hours, then days, then weeks, his heart sinking deeper with every passing moment, until he finally received a letter in her handwriting, explaining that she had been diagnosed with a serious illness long before they met, and she had only a limited time to live. But she chose not to tell him because she wanted to experience real love without pity, and meeting him was the most beautiful accident of her life. She wrote that she didn't want him to watch her fade away, so she left quietly, carrying his love with her as her greatest treasure. And Ethan, broken but determined, searched for her everywhere until he finally found her in a small countryside hospital, weak but still smiling the same way she did that rainy evening. And when their eyes met again, no words were needed because love had already said everything. He held her hand and promised that he wasn't going anywhere, that love was not about how long you stay, but how deeply you feel. And in those final days, they lived a lifetime together in moments, watching sunsets, sharing memories, and finding joy even in the shadow of goodbye. Until one quiet night, as Ethan sat beside her, Lila gently whispered that loving him was the only thing she would take with her beyond this world, and with a soft smile, she closed her eyes forever, leaving Ethan in silence but not in emptiness, because their love had become a part of him, something eternal that no loss could ever erase. And years later, Ethan still visited that same train station every year on that rainy evening, not with sadness, but with gratitude, because in a world full of temporary things, what they had was real, rare, and everlasting, a love that didn't need forever to prove it was true.